in a world where a lot of disturbing emotions like stress, anxiety, and the long list have been labeled and accepted as normal. And spirituality introduces us to our own self and gives us a simple answer to a very profound question which we thought would take many, many births to answer. Where can I find peace? And the answer was so simple. What was the answer? It's not in me. It's not even in me. It is me. Even when I used to hear peace is inside you, I would go like, where inside me? Now, where to look for it inside? And probably looking for it outside was easier than looking for it inside. At least outside, we had some direction where to go. Go to a place where there's meditation. Go to a place where there's prayer. Go to a place where, so you know where to go. But when it's go inside me, wouldn't know where to go. So it's not even peace is inside me. It is peace is my nature. I am a peaceful being. And so today, we all have taken out this time to get to know a very important person. And who's that important person? Get to know ourselves so that we have an access to everything that we were looking for outside. Sister requested us to put our phones on silent. Now we need to put our minds on silent. Yes? Does your mind listen to you? Would your mind listen to you if you say silence, silence? Would the mind listen to you? Yes? Is there anyone who has anything on their mind right now? Everyone silent? Let's take a minute of silence and clean the mind. Just check what is there on the mind. And if there's anything else apart from being here, then we need to address it and give it a very clear instruction. We'll talk about it at 1 o'clock. Like we tell other people, I'm busy here, we'll talk about it at 1 o'clock. Similarly, I tell my mind, I'm doing something else, I'll think about this at 1 o'clock. Will the mind listen to my instruction? Will my mind obey my instruction? Theoretically, yes, but doesn't. Okay, let's see whether it listens to us. Every word we speak about our own self, we need to take care. We have been reading, talking, listening to how this mind works. And somewhere we started believing my mind is not in my control. Anyone here believes my mind doesn't work the way I want it to work? Yes? I'm sitting at work, I'm thinking about something that happened at home. I'm at home, sitting with family, I'm thinking about something that happened at work. I'm here today, I'm thinking about what happened 10 years back. I keep telling myself, I don't want to think about this, I don't want to think about this, and yet the same thought keeps coming to me again and again. Someone said a word, I didn't like what they said. Someone behaved in a particular manner which didn't meet up to my expectations. It's going on and on and on in my mind. I don't want to think about it. but it just does not stop. I want to focus on something else, but this background music just goes on and on and on. Anyone experience that? Yes? How many experience this? Ah. And when we're not able to put the silence button on that background music, then over a period of time, that background music became a consistent music in my life. Now it's not once in a while, it's just there. It's just going on and on and on. And when that background music was going on and on and on, this started to clutter. There was too much happening. What is a sign? How would I know that I'm thinking too much? What would be the sign? I need to know whether my thinking is normal, whether I'm slow thinking or overthinking. How would I know for myself? Less sleep. On one side, we need to take a sleeping pill to go to sleep at night. On the other side, we could be sitting here in a program and fall off to sleep. We sometimes get to see people who fall off to sleep at a traffic signal on the steering wheel. Yes? And the best is when we come for meditation to the center. And we have these sweet, sweet brothers and sisters who come to the center and they say, I have a problem with my sleeping, I can't sleep. And we say, never mind, let's do meditation. After a few days, mind will start slowing down and you'll get good sleep. 2 minutes. Red light, David by soothing music, nice commentary, and within 2 minutes, the mind, which was tired since days and days and years and years and years of thinking, was so tired that it took less than 2 minutes to fall off to sleep. So we don't know whether the problem is about sleep or whether it's more about I'm not slowing down my thinking. And the minute I get an environment and an energy which allows my mind to slow down, it'll fall off to sleep. So, yes, if my sleep cycle is disturbed due to no other external factors, and I'm not being able to fall off to sleep at the time I want to sleep, that means my mind is thinking too much. So, sleep. Anything else? How would I know I'm thinking too much? Checking myself. Very good. Again and again, the same thought. So, repetition of the same thought, which is not relevant at the present time, that same repetition is meaning that I'm overthinking. Anything else? I'm thinking too much at the back? Lack of concentration, which means I want to be in this program and I want to focus on what is being said, but my mind is talking about what happened this morning at breakfast. Anybody had a scene at breakfast this morning? Anyone? A scene yesterday which is there on the mind? Yeah, see. And again, I will bring my mind here, and within few seconds, but why did they say this to me in the morning? After 30 years of all that I have done to this family, is this what I get to hear early in the morning? What did I ask for today? I just said, let me go for 2 hours for a program and you look after the kids. That's all that I asked for. Do I not even deserve? It goes on and on and on and on. And my whole purpose of having come to the program gets defeated because my own inner commentary is going on. Okay, so sleep, repeated thought pattern, no concentration, which means not thinking of where I am, but thinking about something else which is not relevant to now. Anything else would check that I am thinking too much? Hanji? Loss of appetite. Oh, so we've come on to the second level of the effect, where the effect is not on the mind, now it's reached the body. Yes. Anything else? Frustration. Why is this happening to me? So, frustration. Why is this happening to me? So, when the mind is questioning a lot, why did this happen to me? Just this morning, the morning study class that we have at the center, it had a very beautiful line. A questioning mind, a questioning intellect cannot be a happy mind. Questioning does not mean wanting to know more knowledge, not that questioning. Questioning means, why did this happen to me? How could they do this? Who is responsible for this? Just questioning. In Hindi, the word is very beautiful. Prashnachit, questioning mind. Prasannachit, happy mind. So Prashnachit cannot be Prasannachit. Too many questions. But then, spiritual principles, knowledge given by the source, God Himself, when we start studying it daily, we're able to fit in the answers to every question. The mind is like a child. Visualize your 3-year, 4-year-old child saying to you, what is this? And then you say, okay, keep quiet, we'll talk about it later on. What will he do after 3 minutes? What is this? And this can go on for a lifetime unless we give that child the answer. So a questioning mind cannot be silenced by just saying, keep quiet, I want to work. We need to give the answers. And there are a lot of questions in life today. Why did this happen to me? I've never done anything wrong to anyone. Why did this happen to me? What did I do to deserve this? The why. The why. We need the answer, because till I get an answer, this will go on saying, why, why? So, questioning mind. Anything else? Hanji? Unhappiness is a feeling which I will experience when I've been thinking too much. Yes. Lack of result. So, when I don't get what I want, so my mind starts talking too much. Overthinking. Overeating. So, on one side, we have loss of appetite, and on the other side, we have overeating, which simply means when it's not normal. When the mind is not normal, the body will not respond normal. So, when physically I'm doing anything which is not normal, so even with sleep, either I would not fall off to sleep or sometimes just sleep too much. Don't feel like getting up. No enthusiasm to go and do anything. Some people oversleep just because they don't want to address all that's going on the mind. So the defense mechanism that the mind adopts, go to sleep. Because if I wake up, that noise inside will start all over again. So some minds adopt that as a self protection, oversleeping. So, oversleeping, not sleeping, overeating, not eating. Anything else? Overthinking is draining my energy emotionally also, and physically also. Fatigued, loss of enthusiasm, don't feel like doing anything, drained out. Anything remaining? Hyperactive. See, can you see both the contrasts? One, drained out, don't feel like doing anything. Second, hyperactive. Why? Thinking too much. Have you ever seen anybody sitting alone in the car talking? Ever seen? You do know anybody who talks in their sleep? I used to talk in my sleep. I used to talk in my sleep. And why I used to talk in my sleep? Because I was thinking too much. So if I'm thinking too much even at night, I'll keep talking in my sleep. And for me, the signal that my mind has slowed down is when I stopped talking in my sleep. So people are talking even when they're alone because this is so much, this is so fast. It comes out here, physical. Anything else? I'm thinking too much. Negativity again and again. Anything else? Not? Not very important. When I'm thinking too much, there is confusion. There is no clarity. Taking decision becomes very difficult. And we love to go up to people and say, please tell me what I should do. We go up to people, family and friends, this is the situation in my life. You tell me what I should do. Should I do this or should I do that? It's our life, our karma. We are going to face the consequence of that decision, but we are not able to take the decision and we are ready to implement the decision given to us by somebody else only because lack of clarity. So taking long to take a decision and sometimes not taking the responsibility to take a decision, and sometimes not taking the right decision. Not taking the right decision, a decision which would benefit me, my family, my work, not just today, long term. Lack of decision making power. Anything else? Emotionally hurt. Okay, enough till 1 o'clock now. Important was just to see whether I am experiencing any of these emotions. Otherwise, I would not even know that the pace of my thinking has shifted from normal. Because something that we are doing every day very soon gets labeled as normal. It gets labeled as normal. You know, it's like the speed at which you're driving the car. There is a normal speed. There is a speed for which there is a rule and regulation. Drive at this speed. But some people get used to overspeeding. And after some time, they call that speed as normal. So, first thing is to check whether my speed is normal. So, now that we've come out with these few symptoms, everyone will just have to check for themselves. Sleep is normal, eating habits normal, fatigue or hyperactive, most important, repeated pattern of thinking that which is not relevant to the present moment, going back to those thoughts which have nothing to do with the present and the future, but just playing a past memory. And most important, lack of clarity, confused mind, questioning mind, and not able to take decisions. Now, these are the symptoms of my disease because overthinking is a global epidemic today. And that's why sometimes when journalists talk to us and they say, "So, what do you find different in Australia?" I said, "Nothing." They said, "How can that be nothing?" I said, "Because when it comes to the self, when it comes to outside, everything can be different in a country. But when it comes to the self, when it comes to my mind, my thinking, my emotions, there's nothing different. Whether we are in India, Australia, US, whether we are in any particular profession, any age, nothing is different. Each one is the same." And that's why overthinking is not in any particular country or city, it's everywhere. But sometimes when it becomes globally accepted, we stop doing anything about it and we say, this is normal. So, one thing that we need to shift today is definition of normal.